Hey guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video's all about trigonometry. SOH CAH TOA. So let's get started. Firstly, let's try to understand what trigonometry is. Trigonometry is a type of math that deals with angles and triangles, and it studies how the sides and angles of a triangle are connected to each other. Now we are going to look at what exactly are sine, cosine, and tangent. The three main trigonometric functions, sine, cosine, and tangent, are based on ratios of the lengths of the sides in a right-angled triangle. In order to understand how the ratios work, you need to first label the sides of a right-angled triangle according to the angle you choose. The angle I have chosen is here, labeled theta. The longest side of a right-angled triangle is called the hypotenuse, h, and it is always positioned opposite the right angle, just as I have explained in my video on Pythagoras' theorem. If we assign one of the angles as theta like I have here, the side across from theta is labeled as the opposite O as I've shown here, while the side next to theta is labeled as the adjacent A as you can see here. Now let's see what SOH CAH TOA is. SOH CAH TOA is a common mnemonic used to help remember which trigonometric ratio corresponds to which function. As I've shown you here, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan is opposite over adjacent. Now I'll show you some examples on how to find missing lengths and angles of a right-angled triangle using SOH CAH TOA. In this example, we have to find the missing length x. Firstly, always make sure all the lengths you will use to solve the question are in the same unit. If they are not, then convert them into the same unit. For instance, meters to centimeters or millimeters to meters, etc. In this case, all the lengths are in centimeters, so we are good to go. Moving on, our first step is going to be to label the sides for the value we know and the value we are going to find out. This will help us decide what ratio we will have to use. So, as we can see here, we have to label the side with length 10 centimeters as the adjacent and the side whose length we have to find as the opposite. So, as we are dealing with adjacent and opposite, we will use the tan ratio to solve this problem. Next, simply substitute the values into the ratio. 60 degrees for theta, 10 centimeters for adjacent, and x for opposite. Then solve for x. Multiply both sides by 10. Now on your calculator, simply input 10 followed by the multiplication sign. Then press the button for the tan ratio, which usually has tan written on it. In the brackets, input your angle, which over here is 60 degrees. Now press the equal to button to get the answer. As you can see, it's a long answer. We will take it to three significant figures as 17.3. Therefore, x equals 17.3 centimeters. In this example, we have to find the angle z. So first, as we did in the previous example, label the sides which we know. 25 centimeters side as hypotenuse and the 10 centimeters side as adjacent. Since we are dealing with hypotenuse and adjacent, we are going to use the cos ratio. Then, substitute the respective values in the cos ratio. 25 centimeters for hypotenuse, 10 centimeters for adjacent, and z for theta. Now we are going to solve for z. To do that, we will use inverse cos. For that, press the Shift button on your calculator and then press the cos button. Cos button usually has cos written on it. Next, enter 10 by 25 into the brackets and press the equals to button to get the answer. As you can see, our answer is, again, pretty long. So we are going to round it to 3 significant figures. Therefore, z equals 66.4 degrees. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll be back with another video soon.